Hey guys, welcome back to the King James Version. I'm James Lamar. You may have remembered in one of my videos that I posted recently about my morning routine that I actually make use of affirmation cards, and I'll read them. I will write about them, journal about them. And it really helps with, the foundation of my day. So I just actually wanted to take a moment to do a video in regard to the affirmation cards that I read, and do a demonstration, do a reading in real time. And so I was using a previous deck of cards that I had purchased for myself, and it was about like 100. And they had on the front there would be an affirmation, on the back there would be questions that you could answer. I actually follow a guy named Hines. In Hindsight is his brand, and that's what his channel is on YouTube as well. And he's a guy that really shapeshifted and changed my life, honestly, by going back and listening to his podcast that he started in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic, and watching his YouTube channel. He really, I owe so much to him, I feel, because he really helped, transform my life. And he recently came out with his own product. He calls it the Reminder Deck, and it's his own affirmation card. So this is what it is. And my best friend, he had heard me mention that I wanted these cards so badly. However, I hadn't yet gotten a chance to get them. And without my knowledge, he purchased them for me, gifted them to me. I was so grateful. I was so thankful. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So he packaged it in this nice little box here. It's an image of him on here as well. Some really nice illustrations in this. And on the back it says, these cards offer 33 reminders to tap into the boundless potential we each have to expand and grow. And then on the side here, it says open for an interview. And it's not interview, it's interview. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm doing my best to show it to the camera. So we're gonna open it, and I'm gonna pull a card that I have not yet pulled, and we'll read it together. So for instance, there's this deck of cards, nice illustrations, all that kind of stuff. And this particular card reads, sometimes all that you have is all that you need. Sometimes all that you have is all that you need. And on the back it reads, don't underestimate yourself, my friend. God has given you everything that you need to succeed. Sometimes all that you have is truly all that you need. You are ready. I love that. I love that because basically it's promoting, you starting wherever you are. I mean, even in regard to this YouTube channel, when I was starting it, when I felt compelled and called to do so by God, just to go ahead and share my story and, allow others to hear my experiences and things that I've gone through, that, I was like, oh, wait, don't I need I'll need a computer, I'll need an editing, application or some type of editing software. I was saying like I needed a new phone and so on and so forth. Excuse me. And I did need a new phone because my phone, it was like 4 years old. It was like an iPhone 10. And I kept running out of storage and everything. So that's one thing that I definitely knew that I needed. However, like all the other stuff, it's like I was able to start with what I had. I purchased this ring light it wasn't too expensive. I had purchased a microphone that I no longer use because I see that it's not necessary really, because I project my voice, I project it well, and yeah, it's not really needed. And I was able to start with that, with my upgraded phone, and with this ring light. And I don't have any like editing software. I mean, I did make use of one of the apps one time. But I just press record and speak from, my experiences, speak from the space that I'm in at that point in time and what I feel called to share. So, I was just able to start with what I had, essentially. I bought a few things, yes, but it wasn't anything extreme. I didn't buy a new computer. I didn't, and these things can come, by way of time, and over time. However, it's saying that you can start wherever you are, whatever you're looking to pursue, whatever goal that you're seeking to accomplish, you can start with what you have and where you are, and that's where I started, with this whole YouTube. And I was nervous and I was shy and, not sure where it was going to go, not sure how many people it was going to reach. But I went for it. And, over time, I can't believe I'm like, this will probably be like my 12th or 13th video since relaunching my channel in like August of last year. And it's incredible to see. Like, I can't believe that I've already knocked out that many videos in such a short amount of time. Granted, someone might think that that's not a lot, but for me, that's a lot because I had one video on my channel from when I started my channel years ago, back in 2018. And then at that time, the premise of the channel was a completely different subject, subject matter, content, so on and so forth. So for me to have posted this many videos and to have shared so much of myself, to have been so vulnerable and so open, with strangers essentially, and people who know me, it has been, it was definitely scary. I was nervous at first. However, through time and as I've continued to do so, I've just felt like I've become better at it. I've become more confident with recording content, and I'm really grateful about that, And so I relate the affirmation card. Sometimes all that you have is all that you need. I relate that to my personal journey, for example, with, restarting, relaunching my YouTube channel, renaming it the King James Version. That didn't take any money, but it did take energy. It took intentionality, it took inspiration. So, rebranding myself to the King James Version from As Told by James, which I had been for years, that was also something that, I was able to change it in that moment. I was able to change it because I had what I needed to change it. And I believed in, the name. I believed in, creating a brand for myself. And of course, the mission is to help others become the best versions of themselves. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys the affirmation cards. He calls it his reminder decks or whatever. I will read another one, that I just had today, for example, just to kind of give you guys more context. And this one I did love. It says, healing is feeling. And on the back it reads, our ability to truly feel our emotions and experiences nurtures our emotional intelligence. You cannot heal what you don't allow yourself to feel. Feel it, heal it. And, all of his cards really stick out to me and really are meaningful to me. You can't heal something that you are seeking to suppress, essentially. You have to allow whatever emotions, whatever feelings, whatever it is, even if it gets ugly, you have to allow it to come to the forefront. You have to allow it to, you know, be seen, be felt, be heard, you know, whatever that may look like, in order to move forward from that, you know. Because if you suppress it, or if you act like it doesn't exist, guaranteed it's going to come out in some other way, in some other fashion, and at some other time. So it's so necessary to, you know, feel it so that you can heal it. I just love this guy's cards. Again, his name is Hines. I will go ahead and, you know, post his link in the descriptions or in the top comment somewhere, just so you guys, if you guys would like to purchase his reminder deck as a gift for yourself or as a gift to someone else, then by all means you'll have the information to do so. You know, he has a site where you can actually purchase it from. And so, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get on here really quick and demonstrate, you know, about the affirmations and that I do. And I have a journal that I write in on a daily basis. I may miss a day here and there, but, you know, I have a journal. And I love what the journal says. And it says, finding yourself is not really how it works. You aren't a $10 bill in last winter's coat pocket. You are also not lost. Your true self is right there, buried under cultural conditioning, other people's opinions, and inaccurate conclusions you drew as a kid that became your beliefs about who you are. Finding yourself is actually returning to yourself, and unlearning, an excavation, or remembering who you were before the world got its hands on you. I just love the messaging of this journal. I just love it. There's nothing like in it, you know, that reiterates what's on the front, but, you know, I definitely use this journal to be my guide, you know, writing about affirmations, writing about anything that I may want to talk about or may want to, you know, be able to express myself. So, you know, I recommend definitely getting a journal and, you know, documenting, you know, your affirmations, documenting your life, documenting your thoughts. It's actually nice to kind of like reflect and go back to from time to time, because you can see where you were on, say, for instance, January 6, 2023, you know, see where your thoughts were, see how your world was at the time, and then reflect based on where you are now. So it's a really good tool to, you know, again, express yourself and, you know, do some retrospection. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to my channel. Once again, I appreciate all the support always. Please like, subscribe, comment if you like, you know, that would be great. I love the engagement. You guys know I respond back to everybody because I love everybody, and you know, I love everyone who supports me and who's consuming my content. And, you know, I do my best to show that love, you know, show that love back. So I really appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Peace and love.